Hey guys, it's Tom here, coming at you with yet another movie review. So I'll be talking about the 2014 movie Plastic Galaxy: The Story of Star Wars Toys. It's a documentary that came out last year about Star Wars toys, and it's both kind of a retrospective on the history of the original vintage Star Wars toys made by Kenner, and it's also kind of a celebration of the line by fans. You get to see various fans' collections, and kind of them talking about their memories of the toys and their childhoods growing up with the toys. It's a short movie. It's only an hour and 7 minutes, so it definitely does not overstay its welcome. So if you're concerned about this movie, getting boring really quickly or being too long, you don't have to worry. I think it knows it's a documentary about toys, so it's not going to overstay its welcome. I'm the funny thing is, as much as I love toys, you can see, I'm not particularly big into Star Wars. I've never been uh, a big Star Wars fan. I've always liked other stuff much better, like Star Trek and various other properties like Halo. I love Halo, other sci-fi, and just other stuff. I've always been a bigger fan of other stuff. But I do love toys, and I found this documentary really interesting. Um, and I do like Star Wars. I'm about as casual a fan as you can be of Star Wars. I've got the movies. I don't have any of the toys though, so this documentary isn't aimed squarely at me. But if you love Star Wars and you love Star Wars toys, then this really should be pretty gripping for you. Um, let's see, the movie, it has interviews with various Kenner employees that were employed by Kenner back when the original Star Wars toy line came out, and they give you kind of some interesting factoids about the toy line. So I wrote down a couple of them. Like you find out that when I guess Lucasfilm was trying to shop around the toy rights to Star Wars, Mattel and Hasbro both passed on the license. That's why Kenner swooped it up. Um, and Kenner signed the deal with Lucasfilm only a month before the movie came out. The first Star Wars movie came out. That was in 1977. And Kenner's initial plans for the toy line were pretty modest. Like they weren't going to flood the market with a bunch of merchandise. But once the movie came out and was a big hit, their plans changed and they designed more product. um, let's see. Yeah, the movie also talks about the early bird certificate package because initially, since they came to the game kind of late and only bought the rights to the toys a month before the movie came out, they weren't able to mass produce toys in time for the demand for Christmas. So that's when they released the early bird special package, or early bird certificate package, where you could buy basically the promise of them sending of them sending you toys. So the film covers that. This movie was directed by Brian Stillman, and I checked IMDb, and this is his the only film that he's directed. The DVD does have some extras, although I don't remember what they are off the top of my head. Although I remember one of them was a special feature about Steven Sansweet, who's kind of the Star Wars #1 super fan. I think his collection of Star Wars stuff is total. I think he owns everything that's ever had Star Wars slapped on it. Um, let's see. And the last 12 minutes of the movie cover kind of the end of the line. Well, the end of the line and plus the resurgence back into modern times. I mean, none of this we'll talk about The Force Awakens, which is about to come out, but it covers up until they do mention the prequels, kind of the resurgence of the Star Wars license. So, yeah, even though this movie came out last year, I think it's only on DVD. I don't think there's a Blu-ray available, but you can get it on iTunes, Amazon, Vimeo, and you can rent it on YouTube. So there's plenty of ways to see it, and I thought it was pretty interesting. I mean, if watching an hour-long documentary about toys doesn't sound interesting to you, then I would not check it out. But if you like toys, or especially Star Wars toys, um, this is definitely for you. So, yeah, that's my review. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.